Hawk swings the ball to Gilligan in the flat. Fought through the first tackle and got down to the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up a fourth down and 8.
Yeah, they're just trying to swing Gilligan out and try to get him one-on-one on the linebackers. But unfortunately, I mean, he's a great running back. He looks really good, runs hard, but unfortunately the linebackers are right there. As soon as he flares out, they're up and on him.
So 4th down and 9 from the 41-yard line. Logan Hawk going to get the play from Coach Williams and bring it in. Fourth and 9 brings us under a minute to play here in this third quarter. They'll go Twins now to each side with Hawk and Gilligan in the backfield. Gilligan 3 yards deep as Hawk works out of the pistol. Turn, play fake, rolls out. Francis-Shelley going to pressure him, and he'll just throw this one incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs. As there to make the play, Marshall Yelkin, Francis-Shelley in the backfield.
Outstanding job. I'll tell you what, he took the fake. He beat him right edge, but Yelkin was right there. I'll tell you what, good speed, smart, sat down and got after it.
So we are under 15 seconds to play here in the third quarter, and it looks like both teams will be content to head to the final quarter. After 3, it is Springfield 42, McDonald 7 on Western Reserve Radio and Sports Radio 1240. We are back in 1 minute.
Sandrock Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, driveways, sidewalks, basements, and garages. We also do stamp-colored concrete in many different designs. We do interior and exterior stud work, regular brick and block work. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured. Call Jerry Sandrock at 330-506-0013 for an estimate. Also find them on Facebook at Sandrock Concrete LLC. Sandrock Concrete, where you deal with the owner all the time.
So, are you enjoying our station? Well, now you can take us along on your mobile device wherever you go.
Wow!
The free Live 365 app is available for both Apple and Android devices.
That sounds like fun. I'll give it a try.
Just go to the Apple app or Google Play Store and download it today.
You're listening to WRDP, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
Back to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio.
1st and 10 for the Tigers as we begin the fourth quarter with Jake Joyce going in motion. Back to throw with time. Going to take a shot downfield. Receiver makes the catch. It goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Once again, that's Dylan Sheely, the sophomore wide receiver, who makes the catch. They're going to call that incomplete now?
No, he got hurt. He's good. He caught it.
So 1st down for the Tigers. And Mr. Brungard is still in there.
Wow. I'm kind of shocked.
So 1st and 10 at the McDonald 35-yard line. 10:50 to play here in tonight's fourth quarter. 42-7. Springfield leading McDonald. 2 receivers. Now 3 to the right. 1 to the left. Brungard. Snap goes through his hands and all the way back to midfield. He'll pick it up, roll back to the 45-yard line. Get back to the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown. I do not believe what I just saw. Unbelievable. The ball went all the way back to the 45 of Springfield. He picked it up, got blocked, and turned that into a touchdown that is officially 35 yards, but it was a lot longer than that.
I'll tell you what, again, we talk about athletes. He's the best athlete on the field. He had sense to pick it up, but he had good blocking down the field. His receivers saw that he was running the ball, so they hooked up, locked in, and so great run, but his teammates helped him.
Kason Kosick to attempt the extra point. Line to the left. Snap low. They get it down. The extra point is up, and it is good. 9:30. Clock continuing to run here in the fourth quarter. A 49-7 lead for Springfield. And when you think about this season for the Tigers, they will think about that play.
Yeah, that's going to be on the highlight film there for sure. Absolutely. So, again, you got the best athlete, great hands, and, you got to do what you have to do, and he's doing a great job. Again, this is why the team made it to the finals, not once, but 2 years in a row.
Brungard, the verbal commit to Youngstown State a couple weeks back. After 3, Poland 28, Niles nothing at Bo Ryan Stadium.
And the team that Springfield will face is Waterloo, and Lowville's beating them 18-14. Canfield is winning at Pleasant 28-0. What else we got here? Southern's beating Wellsville 24-6.
How about Garfield? What a year Garrettsville, the G-men, are having. 49-7, they lead champion. And they've got wins over LeBray and Warren John F. Kennedy this year.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they got it going. Ex-team that I coached, David Anston down in Lisbon, they're beating East Palestine 14-6.
Tigers ready to kick the football back. The clock stopped on the exchange of possession. Kick is away. Bouncer, bobbled, picked up at the 15, across the 20, head of steam, 25-30, 35-40, across the 45-50 into Tiger territory and down to the 46-yard line. That is a fantastic return by Logan Hawk for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, they did a good job again. Good blocks, got the hole opened up, and did what we got to do. Great job. Just want to do real quick another score. Massillon, Washington, 17. Austintown Fitch, 14 at the half.
That's always a good game when those two schools play.
I worked with one of the coaches, and I said, wow. The other one I would want to see is the Harding Akron St. Vincent St. Mary score. I got nothing on that.
First and 10, McDonald from the Springfield 46-yard line. 8 minutes to play here in the fourth. Hawks going to keep it across the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, and down to about the 6-yard line. First and goal, Blue Devils on the run by Logan Hawk.
Again, doing a great job. They had good push, but they've got a lot of subs in there. But again, they have to step up. You want to play big guy football. Now it's time for you to step up because the other guys that are on the sidelines that you replaced, they're going to get you at practice, and they're going to give you a little dig and say, hey, you know what? You got your shot. Can't let them score here.
So first and 10, Blue Devils. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Twins to each side. Hawk and Gilligan in the backfield. Going to give it to Gilligan, running off tackle. He's down to the 2-yard line. Ball may have come loose. We'll have to unpile and see who's got the football. And Springfield's come out of there with the ball, so they do turn them away.
Yeah, he dropped the ball. He was going in, and he saw a goal line. He didn't secure it. It looked like it just fell out of his hands. I feel bad for the young man because he could have scored. That would have been great. It helped pick this team up. Instead, he fumbled the ball, and Springfield recovers. So, again, can't make mistakes in a football game. I know it. We've all seen it. We saw it with Cleveland against Kansas City, and then a couple weeks later, Kansas City did it, and they lost their game.
Look,
so
if Nick Chubb can fumble, which he almost never does, anybody can. It happens.
Exactly. Well, I'm still, you know how I feel about kickers. I don't care if he's a kicker or a punter.
You love kickers.
Yeah, I just love him. That's when he dropped that ball. I'm sure that.
Jamie Gillen? I might have cut him when the game was over. That's just
I
me.
would have cut his hair.
Yeah, Scottish Camera's got some hair we can all be jealous of.
Yeah.
First and goal from the 3-yard line. They're going to run the ball and push it out to about the 8-yard line. Let's see, new quarterback is in there is Colton Rorick. number 10 is the quarterback. So gain of 4 brings up second down and 6. 6 minutes to go in the game.
I'll tell you what, that was a great run. He had people dragging off of him, and that was an outstanding run. That was Braden Constantino. Good job on that. Kept the legs going.
Second and 6. Gonna hand the ball off again. 2 hands on it this time. Tried to hit the gap and was driven back for a short gain on that run.
Well, the hole was open. It opened up, but it did close quick. McDonald did a good job shutting it down, but can't pitter-pat in that hole. You see that hole, this young man's going to learn. When you see that thing, you hit it, at full stride. He tried to pitter-pat through it. Why, I don't know. And they closed it down, and he paid the price. Yeah, got a few yards, but,
5'9", 160-pound junior running back. 3rd and 6 for the Tigers. Rourke going to go under center this time. Turn, hands the ball off to his tailback. That, once again, is going to be Constantino on the carry, so it'll bring up 4th down, and the Tigers will have to punt the ball away.
That'll bring up a Springfield 4th down.
And Dave says to tell you at the half, St. Vincent St. Mary 7, Warren Harding 0.
Whoa. That's, I don't want to say it's surprising, but, of course, Akron St. Vincent St. Mary, good football team.
I said it last Friday. Warren Harding might be the best 1-4 football team I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right.
They play one heck of a schedule.
Oh, their schedule's brutal.
Tigers to punt. That's Joyce who's back there to kick the ball away. Logan Hawk, the returner, has it rolled past him. He'll pick it up on the run at the 46-yard line. Look for a block, and there is 5 white jerseys there to make the play. And he's going to be dropped at the 38-yard line with just under 4 minutes to play here in this game and a 49-7 lead.
Mark, that was a great punt. It hit the ground, and it rolled about 10, 15 yards. He picked it up. But by the time he looked up, he had 5 white jerseys ready to pounce on him. So that was a great job by that special teams people to get in it and get on it.
Third quarter, Hubbard 39, Jefferson 0. T.C. Caffey scores from 17 yards out.
I'm shocked they still have him in.
So 1st and 10 Blue Devils from their 42-yard line. Hawk going to keep the football, 40, 45, 50. Still on his feet, down to about the 47-yard line. It's 1st down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
And that's an outstanding job by this young man. I tell you what, I don't know, he's reading, and he's pulling, and he's getting yards, and everybody's after that running back, and he's doing a great job keeping the ball. But they're going to have to get somebody to spy on him, or he just goes right down the field. He can't get sucked in on that.
So 1st and 10 at the Springfield 48-yard line. 3 minutes to play here in tonight's 4th quarter. 2 receivers go to each side. Man goes in motion. That's Schobel. He's going to get the football. Trying to turn it to the outside. Gets across the 45 and down to the 44-yard line. He'll pick up 4. It's 2nd down and 6.
Dante Gentile, he's a freshman, 5'8", 149, fought off of his block to make that play. That was a great job by that young man. He was plussed out, and running back was coming, and he literally threw his guy off, broke down, and made the play. So the coaching staff will definitely show that one on film.
2nd and 6 from the 44-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. 2 receivers to go to each side. Hawk going to hand the football off. Now he'll pull it back and keep it, get across the 40, and go out of bounds at the 39-yard line. He'll pick up 5. It's 1st down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, all they're doing up front with McDonald's is just what we call Bob block. It's just big on big. They're not doing anything fancy. He's reading the end to see what the end's going to do, and he keeps pulling it. He hasn't given anything to the inside. Everything is getting pulled, so they need to key on that quarterback.
90 seconds to go, fourth quarter. 1st and 10 Blue Devils at the Springfield 37-yard line. 2 receivers go to the right, 1 left. Hawk, the quarterback. Give it to Schobel. Loose ball on the... And they will unpile, and Spring covered that errant pitch. But the marker... Are they bright pink?
Yes.
Because it's sure what they look like.
As a matter of fact, I just heard somebody last week on my way home was listening to some of the games, and that's what the response was. Are these things pink? They used to be white, and you couldn't spot them. So
now.
Yeah, well, I like that. It's like that bright orange, just like it's actually orange, I believe. It could be pink. I can't tell from here. But it's the same color the markers are. And you really could see it. And that's how it should be anyway. You should be able to see where that's at so you can pick it up.
1st and 10, Springfield, with Colton Rorick, the quarterback, under center. He's going to give the ball to his tailback, who bounced off a couple of tackles and got down to the 45-yard line.
Gebhardt on the carry for the Tigers.
Colton Gebhardt.
So Gebhardt gets the carry, picks up 2.
He's a senior, 5'7", 145. And I hate to say it, but that's what rocks in his pocket because that's a thin young man, not a very big guy.
2nd down and 8. So just hand it off again. And he'll spin his way all the way inside the 45 and down to the 44-yard line is Gebhardt. And that will be the final run of tonight's game. Our final score here from the McDonald's Sports Complex is Springfield 49, McDonald's 7. We'll come back and wrap things up after this 2-minute timeout on Western Reserve Radio and Sports Radio 1240.
Sandrock Concrete specializes in all types of concrete, driveways, sidewalks, basements, and garages. We also do stamp-colored concrete in many different designs. We do interior and exterior stonework, regular brick and block work. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured. Call Jerry Sandrock at 330-506-0013 for an estimate. Also find them on Facebook at Sandrock Concrete LLC. Sandrock Concrete, where you deal with the owner all the time. Mill Creek Golf Course has been the Valley's leader for golfing fun since 1928. It features 36 challenging holes designed by the legendary Donald Ross and was voted a top 30 municipal facility by Golf Week in 2012. The Mill Creek Golf Shop is a certified Callaway Golf custom fitting center and is stocked with your favorite golf apparel and accessory. Mill Creek Golf Course is now booking tee times for this year's golf season. Please call us at 330-740-7112 or online at millcreekmetroparks.org.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
The best broadcast crew on the planet was not available, so back to the Sandrock Concrete High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio.
Welcome back one final time to the brand new McDonald's Sports Complex. Springfield wins tonight 49-7. Before we give you the final numbers, let's pause one last time for station identification.
This is the radio home of the best high school sports in Youngstown and all sports everywhere. We are Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus media station.
Final unofficial numbers for tonight here from McDonald. For Springfield, led in rushing coach Bo Snyder, 15 carries, 141 yards, 3 touchdowns. A good day at the office.
Absolutely. That's pleasant numbers to hear. That's a great job. Good job by the young man.
Bo Brungard, 5 carries, 57 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Nick Slyke, 1 carry for 56 yards. Bo Brungard through the air, 9 of 10, 149 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. His leading receivers, Dylan Sheely, Joey Sandine, Jake Joyce, all with 2 catches. Sheely, 2 for 51 and a touchdown. Jake Joyce, 2 for 25 and a touchdown. Joey Sandine, 2 for 33. And that's what makes Springfield difficult to prepare for. They spread the ball around.
Yeah. The other thing that I want to tell you, again, against South Range, who is a great football team, they didn't look as good, okay? But now the team is starting to get together. Something happened on the field. Somebody's jumping up and down, throwing water all over. I think Coach Guerrero must have got maybe a big win because he's now soaking wet. But anyway, getting back to that. Springfield, the offensive line has really meshed. Their defense has come around, so they're getting stronger and stronger. And that's, as a coach, that's all you have to ask for is, I want to get better every week.
Final numbers for the Blue Devils. Nathan Gilligan, 18 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Logan Hawk, 12 carries for 86 yards. Hawk through the air, 3 of 5 for 1 yard. His leading receiver was Mike Wolenchak, who had 1 catch for 2 yards. With the win, Springfield, coach, they're now 5-1. They turn their attention to Atwater Waterloo back at home next week. McDonald is right back here for the final time this season next week as they take on Western Reserve.
Well, that's a winnable game, and they got to patch the ship and do what they got to do. I'd like to see them win that game, get a win this year on the new turf and do what they got to do. As far as Waterloo, they're going to have to be prepared because Springfield is on a roll, and it's a machine right now.
A big thank you to the athletic administration and the school administration here at McDonald. It was our pleasure to do the first radio broadcast from this new, beautiful facility. And a tough night tonight for the Blue Devils, but they'll have better memories to come at this complex.
Absolutely. I mean, and I'm sure going into this, they realized what they were going to face. Again, young team. They're trying to get an identity. They wanted to win this game because of the field and the complex. Again, you talked about how beautiful it is. But when you prepare for a Springfield, it's tough. I mean, I would hate to be, on a Saturday and a Sunday having to try to game plan against this because how do you do it? There's so many weapons. If they're not running the ball and running zone read, they're passing the ball. And you have all kinds of receivers, from Shondell to some of the other ones who are real tall that, again, and then you have Sandine, who's the running back. I mean, you have so many offensive weapons on this team. It's scary.
So next week here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240, Tim Continental will be back in the booth with me, him, and I, and Anthony will have the call of next week's game between Crestview and LeBray. So many games in the schedule in my head. I had to remember what week we were in.
I gotcha.
6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Coach, second time the three of us got to get together and call a game, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I tell you what, and I joke around with Mark. I always say he's the master, so I got to follow his lead. But, I appreciate the opportunity to come on 1240. I've enjoyed this. I just hope I reach the expectations of the listeners. I try to do a good job as far as painting a picture for them, but we get excited. We still have to have fun. Okay. I don't believe in the stuffed shirt announcers.
No,
we laugh, we joke, we have a good time. And you know what? We try to present good high school football because after all, I still say, regardless of what's going on now, we still have the best football area.
Absolutely. For our executive producer, David Ferris, for Matt Craven, who was back at our Western Reserve Radio studios as well, and Ben Schlegel, chief engineer for Sports Radio 1240. That'll do it from here from McDonald, as McDonald wins it tonight by a final score of 49-7. For Michael Rickard on stats, doing an excellent job as always. My partner, the coach, Bob Gessler. My name is Mark Means, and you've been listening to the best in high school football on the Sandrock Concrete Game of the Week. We'll talk to you next week, everyone.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.
Will run out of money in 2026. It's happening sooner than imagined. All this week, Grant Stinchfield reveals the shocking